Hello everybody, welcome to Storytime. Today we will see the next story in the series of King Vikramaditya. In the last episode, we saw that Princess Pesa Madanthai had spoken for the first time. Now, King Vikramaditya wanted to make her speak two more times. He was trying, and his Vetala was in the screen telling him a story. King Vikramaditya told the screen, "Can you narrate one more story to me? This night is so long and boring for me." So the screen continued. Once upon a time, there was a king who ruled over the kingdom of Ranganathapura. The king had a minister in his court who was very close to him, and there was a princess in this kingdom. The name of this princess was Mohanangi. The minister had a son whose name was Mathivallabha. Now, Mohanangi and Mathivallabha were great friends right from their childhood. Now they have grown up and they both decided to marry. So Mohanangi went and told her father, the king, that she is interested in marrying the minister's son. Her father was very unhappy about it. He wanted to get his daughter married to a great king, not to a minister's son. So he said, "I will refuse this marriage. It cannot happen." But both of them, Mohanangi and Mathivallabha, they loved each other dearly. One day, they both decided they would go to the neighboring kingdom and start a new life there. And that's what they did. Both of them went to a neighboring kingdom. There, they both got married and started to live a very happy life. After a few months, it was time for Mohanangi to deliver a child. So Mathivallabha went in search of some of the friends that were there in the neighborhood who can come and help her. As he went about, he reached the doors of a witch. The name of the witch is Sundari. She was an evil witch. The moment Mathivallabha came inside her house, this witch turned him into a dog. It was like her pet dog. And she started to have the dog at home. Back there in their home, Mohanangi was waiting and waiting for her husband to come. He didn't turn up at all. And then few other ladies came and she delivered a beautiful baby boy. Along with the child, she went everywhere to look for her husband. She could not find at all. She went to meet the king of the city of Godavaripatnam. She went and pleaded with her king that her husband was missing. Let's go and see what happened to the pet dog in the witch Sundari's house. Sundari turned him into a dog, but she started to like the dog so much and she raised the dog as her own pet dog. She would do everything for this dog, feed him, make sure that he was comfortable, and she took care of the dog very well. In fact, to the extent that Sundari almost forgot that this dog was once a human being. Here, the king of Godavaripatnam heard the woes of this young lady who had brought her child also along with, and he wondered what to do. He arranged with a lot of his soldiers to go around and search for her husband, Mathivallabha. How can they find the husband? He has been turned into a dog, right? All of them, whoever went in search of Mathivallabha, came back and told the king that they couldn't find him at all. Then Mohanangi decided that she would just sacrifice her life. Without her husband, she cannot live. She cannot let her child live at all. So she told the king. The king tried to dissuade her from this decision, but he failed because back in those days, it was very common that when a husband dies or goes missing, the wife just sacrifices her life. And sometimes this happens in the open also. All the people gathered, a big fire pit was made ready, and Mohanangi carried her child and she just jumped into the pit. She sacrificed her life because she loved her husband so much and she decided she cannot live without him. Amongst all the people that had gathered was Sundari, the witch. She had come along with her pet dog. The dog was looking at all of them and suddenly remembered its human past. The dog realized that it was actually a human being earlier and that was his wife and child. The dog suddenly dashed towards the fire pit and ran into the fire. Sundari looked at it and she got shocked. "Oh my God, that's my dear pet dog. I put all my love and affection for it. Oh my God, I can't take this further." She ran and she also sacrificed her life. Now, the king, who got to know about everything, he wanted to take ownership for all of their lives. He thought that it was because of him that so much of loss has happened, and he wanted to kill himself because he took responsibility for all of their deaths. Now the screen stopped the story here and asked this question. Now, whose sacrifice is the greatest? Is it that of Mohanangi or Mativallabha or Sundari the witch, or that of the king? King Vikramaditya looked here and there. He looked at Pesa Madanthai. He smiled to himself. How many riddles he had solved, is it not, based on different stories? He immediately said, "It is the sacrifice of Sundari, the witch, that is the greatest." Immediately, Pesa Madanthai said, "No, that's the wrong answer. Sundari died because of her love for the dog. Mohanangi and Mativallabha died because of their love for each other. It is the sacrifice of the king that is the greatest. He took ownership for all of their deaths. So his sacrifice is the greatest," Pesa Madanthai said. Immediately, King Vikramaditya clapped and said, "Thank you, dear Pesa Madanthai, for speaking for the second time." "Oh my God, I made a mistake," thought Pesa Madanthai. "If she speaks one more time, then King Vikramaditya has all rights to ask for her hand. That was the deal, is it not?" Pesa Madanthai decided she will not open her mouth at all hereafter, come what may. Did she speak the next time? You have to wait for next Saturday to hear the next episode. Did you all enjoy today's story? If you did, subscribe to my YouTube channel, 𝐊𝐢𝐧𝐠. You will have access to all the stories that I upload. Every Saturday, you get to hear a story of King Vikramaditya in English, and on Sundays, a Panchatantra tale in Tamil. Listen to all the stories and enjoy. My name is Shyamala and I'm a passionate storyteller. I will meet you in the next episode. Bye bye.